everyone, and welcome back to the Raw Charge Reviews channel, and it's today we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett Throne Room from the Book of Boba Fett line. Looking at the front of the box, you get the figure that is included, along with all the accessories. You also get the name of the line the character is from, along with our name down here. And on the side you get this amazing artwork of Boba Fett. And like I mentioned before, by adding more figures from the same line, you can create a mural. So here's Fennec Shan alongside Boba Fett. And on the back of the box, you get a bigger portrait of the character, a description, the number which falls into the line, and a bunch of little warnings. Here's the side of the box, the bottom, and the top. So I'll go ahead and open it up, and we can see what's inside. Here he is, I don't got it on plastic. And here he is out of the box. And looking at it up close, I am left speechless. I am just looking at the amount of detail on this figure already, and looking at the armor, the outfit, and the face. I can tell this figure is probably going to be one of my favorites. And I'll go ahead and review from top to bottom. Look at the head. It looks amazing. I love the photoreal tech used on the face. It looks so much like Tamora Morrison. And man, you can see the scars, the amount of detail in the eyes. It looks so good. And not only that, but just going around the figure, you can see that they put a lot of work into the head, and I really appreciate that, especially with someone like him. And he does have articulation at the neck and the top of the head, so you get quite a bit of movement. So here's side to side, all the way back, and all the way forward. Looking at the torso, he has this green chest plate, and it's actually made of like a looser plastic, and I really like that because it helps out with the head as well. He has this this brown scarf around his neck. He has some nice detail here in the front and here in the back. You can find the pegs. He does have a ball joint here at the waist. So here's side to side, all the way back, and all the way forward. Looking at the arms just stick out about there. Goes all the way around. His elbow goes up about there. He has a swivel here at the elbow and at the gauntlet. And he has articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So here's all the way down, all the way up, and there's the swivel. The other side as well. Arm sticks out about there, goes all the way around. His elbow goes up about there. He has a swivel at the elbow and the gauntlet, and he has articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So here's all the way down, all the way up, and there's the swivel. And he has some nice detail here on the side of his shoulder pad with the Mythosaur emblem here on the side, and he has the rocket on his gauntlet. And here he has this strap connected to the other gauntlet. Looking at the waist, he has this brown leather belt and it has this gold belt buckle here in the front. And there's nothing in the back, but he has a bunch of pouches here on the side. And on his right hip, he has a holster for his pistol. Look at the legs. The legs do go out into a split position. They do go into a sitting position. And they go back about there. And he does have a swivel on both of his thighs, and on the front and back. He has these fabric pieces that are made of a looser plastic. And I was trying to figure out where the knee joints would be, and look at this. It's similar to Ahsoka's, where the knee joints are hidden behind the pants. So he goes into a kneeling position. But yeah, look at that. His knee pads are hidden behind the pants. He has a swivel below the knee, and he has these gray chaps, and the boots do point down about there. They point up about there. And he has rocker ankles, so he has some cool action poses. And look at the accessories. He comes with a helmet. Look at the helmet. It looks very nice. I love the black for the visor. It reflects the light perfectly. And he has this new paint job with the new tint of green and the red. It looks very cool. And the rangefinder does flip down. It looks really neat. And it can go back up. Just like that. To put on the helmet, all you do is just slide it over his head just like that. And it looks really cool. And you still get the same amount of movement as before, which is really nice. Up next, he comes with his jetpack. Looking at the jetpack, it looks very nice. It has that new tint of green. And it also has some red, some yellow going throughout it as well. It has some silver bits. And here in the back, you can find the peg. And the missile does come off, just like the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So you can just put it back on just like that. And he also has pegs for the flame effect. To put on the jetpack, all you do is just match up the pegs just like this, press firmly, and it fits on really good. Up next, here comes the pistol. Look at the pistol. It looks very nice. It has this great color for the body, and it also has this brown at the grip. To put on the pistol, all you do is just slide in the grip right here. It's pretty firm, so you want to make sure it fits perfectly. Turn the trigger finger, and it looks really cool. Or if you're not going to use the pistol, you can easily slide it right here in its holster, and it's very snug and will not come out. And finally, here comes the rifle. Look at the rifle. It looks very nice. It has this solid gray color for the main body, and has this brown at the stock, and has some nice detail at the scope and the thumb hold stock as well. To put on the rifle, it's a little snug, but you want to try and slide in the thumb hold stock right here. Turn the trigger finger, and you can also give some support with the other hand on top. And it looks really cool. So that was our review of the figure. By far, Boba Fett is probably one of my favorites from this lineup. The articulation is great, the accessories are great, and visually the figure looks amazing. What impressed me was the photoreal tech, and also the way that they hid the knee joints. That's really cool. But yeah, if you love Boba Fett the same way I do, you're definitely going to want this version of him. It's totally worth it. And something I like to do at the end of these reviews is show you how to display my figures, having the box in the back, and the figure in the front. But I'm going to leave it here and say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you like the content you see here on the channel so far, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram page. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.